Such a large undertaking as Mesopotamian Night, you can imagine, involves a large number of volunteers and also a very big budget in order to bring everything to fruition. With me is Sargon Alkurge. He is the man behind the finances for this program. He has been part of the program since its inception. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I'd like you to give us some background about how Mesopotamian Night started and what have been some of the fruits of our labor.
Great. I started in 2009. I was actually in attendance in 2008. I arrived in Modesto in 2001 after I got married. I watched Sargon Society when I was in San Jose. I helped in their project in San Jose. When I came in 2008, that was my first experience with Mesopotamian Night. And I saw the audience, I saw the singers and all the orchestra. It was like shock for me. It's like, this is something we need to continue doing every year and do everything that we can to get this to continue to grow. So in 2000, it started actually in 2007. Our first Mesopotamian Night was most in smaller house, and it was actually in a house where we had only singing of opera. We didn't have the pop section and like the big orchestra. In 2008 we had bigger, and it brought a lot of audience because of Ashur Bisergis, Walter Aziz. They came and brought the audience. So I was in attendance at that year, as I mentioned, but as soon as the concert closed, I joined the team and decided to help out in treasure and doing all their bookkeeping and get the numbers to Berkeley, so they would have somebody like closer to, which I missed to mention, that was in Modesto, so that's where they needed a treasurer back then. So I did the bookkeeping for 2009 and 2008. In 2009 we did the fourth one, and it was also in Gallo in Modesto, and I was like in full basically involvement in the project. I helped with everything that I can, beside the accounting, of course. And then in 2010 we did also in Gallo, and happy to say that we've been doing really good and raising money. Tony been doing great finding the sponsors, finding all the, getting people involved and understanding what we're trying to accomplish here. And we raised very good money. Our profit, basically after paying all the costs and everything, we were able to raise $160,000 in 4 years in this project. Right. So we're hoping this year it will be even better than all the years. We brought a big crew in here. We have a lot of people this year of performing and volunteering. And we're hoping, like I say, every year it will get better and bigger, hopefully.
So the one thing that when I was talking to Tony, he said the amount of sponsorship we have is unprecedented. What do you think motivates our Assyrian brothers and sisters to sponsor such an event?
We have a lot of people out there that love this type, love to make our music go a little further, take this notch a little bit higher. So they're, first of all, I would say music lovers, that they want to see this thing to grow. And on second time, on the other side also, having Assyrian Society, it helps a lot to know that the money they're putting into it is not just to help our music to get to the next level. It's also that money, whatever profit we're making, will go to needy in our homeland to help all need there. And the way sponsorship, Tony Attack was basically explain to them what we're doing, giving them the project, the cost of those projects, and telling them that we don't want Assyrian Society to be in trouble for paying for all those expenses just in case if we don't make money. So we try to explain to them that we need all the costs covered before we even start the concert. So whatever we get out of the audience and here, people that come buy their ticket, that would be all basically profit.
Right, I don't think a lot of people realize that,
Exactly.
especially this year, with the unprecedented amount of donations, we are going to cover the entire cost of the concert by sponsorships.
Yes.
And then ticket sales and all the other advertisements and ad book and auction are just additional funds that will go to the Assyrian Aid
Exactly,
Society.
and that's we need all this to come together. Just think that people expect that they come to the concert and pay that would cover all the costs. It doesn't happen. A lot of people try to do concerts, but just depending on the attendance, it's not gonna make it.
Right,
You have to raise a lot of money, as said, like on side with what we're doing with the sponsorship, with auction items like
Right.
here. So it's all come together to make it like more. We don't get nervous going into that stuff. So.
Right. Well, I thank you. Thank you for all your dedication and hard work, and I hope you enjoy this year's program.
Oh, I'm sure it will be a great one.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.